Now let's understand the role of communication, right? I mean, how the communication can affect our behavior. So, I think the communication has its advantages and disadvantage. Let's look at. Let understand that with an example. Let's say, okay, yeah, let's understand. Let's say there is a student A and a student B. They both are friends. Let's say a teacher tells them to do a task, right? Say for B, if B is unable to complete the task in a given time, A might say that a person B is lazy, or anyone can say anybody that he is lazy, depending upon the sum of the attribute or any one of the thing they might have seen. They felt okay, he is done this, or by seeing this, I can say that he is a lazy. Let's say if A says B that you are a lazy, then what? As you know from our previous videos, whenever you hear about this or whenever they tell you someone tells someone a lazy word itself is associated with many different things, many different images, feelings, like it may be low, they may feel low of energy, images. Even if you think that okay, I am lazy or lazy, if you hear the term, you somehow remember the images or the scenarios where it is not a good, or it is not very positive thing, right? So similarly, whenever you recall this, you might also feel that okay, yes, I am lazy. And if you believe that you are a lazy person, I mean, the B, I'm talking about B, if he feels that he is a lazy person, then it may result into behavior of it. Means he will think, yes, I am lazy, I'll not able to do solve the problem. Then he'll think, okay, next problems or hard problems or some other problems also he'll not be able to do. He may think that, or he may think that okay, in studies I am weak. So similarly it goes and goes on, right? On and on. So that's what, like, if a term is said, or if anyone says anything, it affects the other person, right? But he has said on a one particular criteria. Can that is a correct criteria, or that alone is a criteria for a person to be lazy? No, right? But what happens generally? Let's say there are or anything, let's say in case of depression, sorry to take this word, but yeah, it's just example. Let's say there are S1, S2, S3, S4. These are four symptoms of depression. But let's say if someone has observed S1 symptom or some close by symptoms, then that person A may attribute, say B, that you are depressed or depressed person. And if the person B believes that he's saying right, then he think that he'll have symptom 2, symptom 3, and symptom 4. And he will feel, as I said, like depression, all the word will also have its, its feelings, its emotions, its um, the images will come appear, the way someone tends to behave in that situation, people might have seen somewhere, and they will attribute to this, and then if they believe, they will try to behave in that way. As I said, the thoughts also appear, right? And I said thoughts will leads to behavior, so they may lead to a behavior. And so it's like they will have a low of energy. So energy is also very important, right? If they have, by thinking and by having that kind of feeling, they may have low energy, and it affects their, okay, physical doing also, right, or it's affecting their energy also, right? Then they will think, yes, I am having, and again they will think same thing, and the cycle repeats, right? So so you never know. And it's not only some other person says, right, even an individual person A seeing some content B, that okay, this is a sign of depression, can possibly attribute himself that yes, I have depression, right? So this is the communication flaws, right? There are too many, flaws. So it's better to be very accurate, but accurate requires times and effort. That's why many people say it casually, but it has more and more effect, and it can go a long way, right? So is there any advantage? Yes, there are advantages also. If let's say you solve any sum, let's say a person A, person B, teacher, let's take similar example. If person B solves a problem, he might say you are intelligent. Then he'll remember all the things, feelings. He'll feel enthusiastic. He will feel good. He will feel happy. He will get. He'll think, okay, then I will be able to solve more problems, and so he'll be more confident, and he will think of further tasks, as how he'll behave similar to how an intelligent person behaves. So this is advantage, right? So there are advantages also. These are flaws or advantages and disadvantages of communication. So we have to understand that we should not blindly attribute ourselves even if someone is saying something, right? Of course, we have to take the responsibility. If something comes, right, something we consume, like, we don't have a choice, right, for consumption, but we should not let it affect us, right? So we have filters, like belief is one of the biggest filter, right? So there is where it's like a phase, it's like a, filter where all the consumption comes, and if you don't believe, it will not come inside you, and it won't affect you, and it will not result into your, behavior, right? So this is very good filter. Belief has a way bigger role than we imagine, right? It has a role in our behavior. Now you must be thinking, okay. Now you must be thinking, okay, like there, you might have seen, right, various videos where people say 3 ways to be successful, 5 ways to be successful, 3 innovative ways, 4 things to do in life. Yes, there are many things, right? I mean, but you never wondered, like, which is correct or which is wrong, what affects what, and how it affects our behavior, what proportion, right? So that you should know, because you should have that evaluative mindset, right? So once you develop this, you'll question each and everything. So why I told about is, right, you might also be thinking that, okay, what's the role? You talked about words, you talked about communication, you talked about thoughts, how it affected behavior, and then what about beliefs, right? It has acted as a behavior. Yes, there are various things, various, everyone has its role. So we have to understand each and everything, and understand in depth how it affects us. Then only we can, apply the filters. We can see, we can know, like, okay, which to consume and which not to consume, which type of content to consume and which not to consume, and take responsibility, right? And yeah, of course, developing a questioning mindset. So in the next video, we'll talk about belief, attitude, values. Yeah, so we'll talk about all of these, how it affects us, right? How it affects our behavior, we'll see. Anyways, I think by this I'll try to end my session for today. So if you have any questions, or if you think that any of my statements are contradicting to previous one, but I request you to watch all the series of video. Maybe you will find some of the answers here and there, because maybe due to restructuring it might be shifted here and there. But still, if you have questions later on, you can comment. If you think I have mistaken anything, or I have not told this, or have told something wrong, you can graciously comment. I'll try to answer to the best of my knowledge. Anyways, stay connected. Thank you.